Look at, I mean, do your whole like short intro with and right to
Okay.
Matt's camera. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right, I probably don't need this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then I'm going to set it in that chair right there. Wow. Wow. Look around. Everybody high five somebody next to them like we in church on Sunday. All right, now everybody stand up on the shoulder bone. I'm just going to stand somewhere. Welcome to Shreveport, Bossier City. Pre-vision, raise your hand. Woo! That's pretty dang good right there. That's pretty good. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this microphone down. Okay? When I put this microphone down, I want y'all to get amped up. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this hand down here. You know what I'm saying? Like Southern Baptist. I'm going to do that. And when I do, we're going to do the whole, everybody's coming up. On your feet. Don't knock the person next to you over. And you're going to make some noise. You're going to get at about a 9.5 on your 10 scale. And then when I bring the other hand up, you're going to go to that 11, 11.5. All right? We ready? Everybody ready? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. All right. I just gotta take this in for a second without crying. This is awesome. Yeah! I don't need a mic, I'm good. It's tough year, right, for a couple of things. And I appreciate everybody here that stuck by me outside this organization personally. I went through a rough patch last year mentally. Physically, I had a couple things. God was whispering in my ear that I needed to get right, and I did. And we got to thank that beautiful woman that was there for that. And I just want to say, as I walk around here, I can tell you straight up, there's love. I love the people in this room. There's actually 4 people here I don't love, but the rest of y'all love. Four so far, and I'm sure there'll be a few more added on the weekend. All right. right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to kick this thing off. I'm going to say, welcome to the 2019 Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship. And when I do that, you're coming up, you're making noise, you're clapping, you're doing all that stuff. And just as we start to taper down a little bit, you know, like a redneck conductor, I'm going to do the other hand. We're going to get as loud as we possibly can. All right, you ready? All right, here we go. All right, we need it quiet as a mouse first. That way the contrast is crazy. So, shut up. All right, here we go. All right, guys, welcome to Shreveport, Bossier City, Louisiana, in the 2000 Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship. Sounds like I messed that up, but that was a good dry run. So that one's on me. Okay, you guys did your part perfectly. Right here in the middle, about the West Virginia hat, yeah, y'all need to get a little louder right there. Everybody else was perfect. Okay, just this group right here, the four of y'all, you need to. You guys are getting the outtakes here, so.
Are you good? I'm getting closer. Yeah, can I just get on there straight? You're good. You're good.
All right, we ready? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Here we go. Hey guys, welcome to Shreveport, Bossier City, Louisiana, in the 2019 Kayak Bass Fishing National Championship. I gotta go back to the mic. That was crazy. I appreciate that. All right, guys, so here's the deal. We're going to turn this over to Richard Penny. Richard's going to walk you through the actual captain's meeting portion of the captain's meeting. And then after that, I got some special announcements. A couple of things that we need to clarify about bonus bucks, the Red River Big Bass Roundup, Big Bass County, and just a few other things that people seem to be confused on. And then we're going to introduce the folks in the team for the Team Challenge Cup, and then we'll get you guys out of here. So, Richard, come on in here. How you guys doing?
All right, so those of you fishing the Red River had questions about the launches. There was only one until today. So in order to cover those, I'm not going to sit up here and talk about it. Eric, a.k.a. Happy Gilmore, from the Red River, here, do it for me. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Yeah, we've been working. We've had some high water in here. I know everyone. We've gotten a lot of phone calls from folks at the Waterway Commission to check on boat launches. So Chad and Chrissy and I got together. We worked on getting an exclusive permit opening, temporary permit for the Bishop Point launch. The Bishop Point launch is at just north of Lock and Dam 5 off Highway 1. If you, in the Facebook post or the email, it does have a Google map there. It'll take you right to it. It's a good one. It seems like we've got a little speedway back there. It looks like good road back to it. That's going to put you right off into some backwater there. Not much current. The other boat launch is going to be at the northern edge of the fishable area at the Highway 2 bridge, and that's North Caddo. So those are the two public launches. operated the Red River Waterway there to be open. You also have Red River South Marina. Y'all are probably familiar with that. That launch has been there. Big launch, private launch. $3 to launch there. That puts you in a great oxbow. But all of those are going to have access to from the Red River. And I know Chad's going to talk about the Red River Bounty. You know, we wanted to get some more incentive to Red River. I know many of you have heard of the Red River and been on the Red River, and it's been a world-class fishery for a long time. One thing I'll tell you about the Red is, with the high water, we don't close the river, we just close our public boat launches. So, in Pool 5 up here, our boat launch has been closed for an extended period of time, which means a lot of people probably haven't been on the water. So if you're trying to win that extra $1,500 or $1,000, there's going to be a lot of good fish in the Red, and I know I've been out there filming with all the national championships we've had in the last couple of years, and the other big tournaments, the college tournaments, this and that. Every time I go out there with my drone, I'm like, why aren't they going there? Why aren't they going there? They can't get in there. You guys can. So I know from the Red River Waterway, we just want to thank you. We're excited to have this many people in Shreveport-Bossier. Red River, we've got great waters, great fishery all the way down outside of this area. So if you're in an extended period of time, come down south to Pool 4 or Pool 3 Natfish, the oldest permanent settlement Louisiana purchase. You probably saw it on Chad's video for the No Man's Land. There's another tournament, that No Man's Land celebration Chad will tell you about that's going on, is the whole Red River. So there's a lot going on here in Louisiana. Don't make this your one stop if you're from out of town. Come back, come see us in the summer. We got a lot going on. But thanks for being here. We look forward to seeing some great fish caught. And we're excited to have this national championship on the Red River.
Okay, so question, who has ever had a problem with their tournament software? Come on, I don't know, come on, really? No one? Right? Reception sucks. Fish is stuck in the app. Stuff happens, right? Well, I'd love to sit here and talk more about it, but instead I've got Dwayne Wally, the man, the myth, the legend. This guy has been working tirelessly, by the way, over the past probably year and a half, 2 years to really just get Tourney X dialed in. He's got some great things coming in the coming months, but without any further ado, let's give this guy a round of applause.
Well, we're here again. Chad and I were talking about a while ago how this thing all started 4 years ago. And we were talking about, he's talking about how we've been doing some upgrades. We've done some changes with the servers. We've added a couple new servers. Just so you guys know, we are coming out with a new app. The new app should launch about mid-April. We've done a lot of good improvements on it as far as the check-in, check-out features, things like that. You know, we lost a deer fin mark, and I think they'll probably talk about that a little later. But anyway, we want to make sure above and beyond anything else you got is safe. So we want to try to use that feature, that check-in, check-out feature, to know, because that actually reports right back to the judges, to the tournament directors, to let them know where you put in and where you've taken out at, just to make sure you're safe. So let's try to use that. But once again, if you guys have any problem with the app, you can contact me, contact Richard, some of the other guys. We know how it all works. Just let us know if you need some help. We're going to be able to do it if you need me. Once again, be safe out there, wear your PFDs, and have fun tomorrow. Thank you all.
All right, a few minutes ago, we're going to come up and go over some of the firm rules. Bunch of things in there to discuss that come up. How many people frequently decide that when they go to submit a fish, they just leave zeros in the block and think the judge is going to figure it out? Anybody? Okay, well, it happens quite a bit. So if you decide to submit a fish with zeros, it's going to get denied. Okay? That way, you get that back, you can submit the right link that you want. The judges are not going to change the link on any fish. So if you submit a fish at 17.5 and it's 17 3/4, what do you think it's going to end up at? You're gonna get left? 17.5. Thank you. Love the participation right here. I'm not strong. Let's go. All right. So, how many people are bed fishing right now? Room full of liars. I love it. I expected that. So, can you catch the same fish? You as one person catch the same fish in the same tournament? Yes or no? No. The answer is no. So if you're going to lock up on bed one day and you think you're going back and catch that same fish, guess what? It's not going to happen. So have a plan accordingly. All right. Amanda's going to cover the PFD standards. Boat lanes. For those of you that may or may not be fishing caddo, because I don't never mean full liar, I'm going to tell you anyway. Boat lanes. Pay attention to them. Anybody heard about the boat tournaments that are going to be going on this weekend? Yes. Right? How many boats? 80 to 400 is the number we heard today inside of about 10 minutes. So pay attention to these boat lanes. These guys are going to come through there. They're not going to pay attention to you. All right? So you need to pay attention. Do not fish in the middle of a boat lane. Can I get an amen? A little bit louder. Amen. Do not fish in the middle of a boat lane. Ron Champion here. All right. What does first launch mean? When you can launch? What does that really mean? Does anyone know? So take off from the shore, right? So does that mean you can't put your boat in the water until, let's say, 6 a.m.? No. You can put your boat in the water and stay in the vicinity of the boat ramp. Vicinity does not mean a mile away in your spot. All right, kids. What's going on, bro? We're in Arizona, guys. All right, so stay in the vicinity of the boat ramp. Anybody know what time we're supposed to be back? How about lines in? What time is lines in? 6:30. One more time. What time is lines in? 6:30. Guess what's on the back of your identifier? All of this info. All right? Shout out to AJ for getting that one figured out. Thanks, brother. All right. Lines out at 2:30. Check-in is from 3 to 6. Photo submission deadline. Any guesses? 3:30. Captain's meeting is? 6 o'clock. And what time do you want them here for manual submission? Amanda, please be.
Yes.
Amanda, what time do you want them here for the photo submissions? Manual.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
We'll start 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Until 3:30.
From 2 to 3:30, manual submissions. Anybody have an issue with manual submissions? We had like very few last year. I suspect we'll have about the same this year. All right. Cover that. Oh, yeah, sportsmanship. Anybody had any issues at the boat ramp yet? Don't lie to me. I already know. I watched some stuff break out this morning. Where's Jamie at? Yeah, right in front of me. Should have known. All right, so boat ramp etiquette and angler etiquette on the water. All right, listen. Here's the deal. Act like an adult. All right. I realize we get on the water. It's a bunch of damn teenage adolescents, or is it 30, 20, 30, 40-year-old adolescents? That's probably the right answer. All right. Act like an adult. If something is going on, feel free to communicate with your fellow anglers. That includes these clowns and bass boats. Alright? For those of you that own bass boats, so I'm calling myself a clown as well. Alright? We had the issue today, we've had it this week. There's been, guns pulled at a boat ramp. For those of you that haven't heard that already. What's a safe distance to stay between you and, say, a boat while you're all in the vicinity fishing? 50 yards? Any other opinions? 5 feet probably is not safe, right? If I can step up onto the boat, probably not a good idea. Alright? If I can hit you with an A-rig, probably not a good idea. Alright? So feel free to communicate with one another. We don't need something stupid happening out of the water. Can I get an amen? Amen. There we go. Easy day. Alright, now, a few other little items of interest. If you're at the boat ramp, there's this thing called a parking brake. Alright? Engage it. With the car parked, take the keys out. Turn the damn rig off. If your dog is in the rig. That's my shout out to my mom, Sir Jackson. If your boss, you know, just happens to leave the dog in the, you give me dog, reverse, anybody missed that video? Oh, no. Recommend Googling. All right, and bonus bucks. Cover that one real quick. Who here is not getting bonus bucks right now? And rule full of liars again. Jake, you raised your hand, you're not bonus bucks yet, right? Okay, when do you have to have it done by? I don't know.
10.
I don't know who that could belong to. 10 p.m. Eastern.
There's 117 anglers that are registered for the national championship, not in bonus bucks.
117 that are not in bonus bucks.
Correct.
Okay. I'll tell you the
Let's
trend.
study that number.
The trend, hey, Chrissy, how many people normally just lose out on bonus bucks in every tournament?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I know of a few people who lost over $10,000 not being in bonus bucks. It's worth $100. And by the way, bonus bucks is also big bass this year.
Okay.
It's all the same. So $100 gets you in big bass for 3 days and in bonus bucks.
You guys in the back hear that? Well, here's the deal. Chris has got a better voice than I do.
Facts.
Facts.
So guys, there's 117 people who are not registered for bonus bucks, big bass right now. If you are not registered, that is $100 for both contests, both big bass and bonus bucks. You are looking at the potential of over $100,000 in money from big bass and bonus bucks combined for $100. Okay? Big bass alone is over $16,000. There is absolutely no reason if you're here fishing in the national championship that you shouldn't believe that you're going to catch a really big bass in 3 days. I'm just saying. So, y'all, if you're not signed up, sign up. You have until 10 p.m. tonight. If you don't know for 100% certain that you're signed up for the KBFNC bonus bucks, come out to the tables where you checked in. I can look up your invoice number and tell you the exact invoice number. If you are questioning, man, I don't know, I may have signed up for the trail and not the NC, double check it before 10 p.m. tonight, because after 10 p.m. it is done. 117 people may miss out on thousands of dollars. We've had anglers before miss out on over $10,000 just from not signing up for bonus bucks. And this year it's including big bass as well. So do your due diligence. You drove all the way here. You're staying a week or 2 or 3. Make sure you sign up for big bass and bonus bucks. Here, Richard.
Ask Al Stewart if he signed up.
Once again, round of applause for that lady, because between she and that, it's stuff got done. Okay, Joe just pointed out a very good point to me, because every once in a while I need someone to read me the rules. When it comes to launching, right, it says that your kayak's got to be touched to shore. That's what the rules currently say. We are making an exception due to the launch facilities and everything here. Does everybody understand that one? So you can begin this intro. All right? Amanda, you ready? And now, with more fun rules. That's for you, demo fun.
Okay, so I don't do the microphone thing, I usually scream, but judges are all here tonight. They're going to be introduced to everyone, but we just wanted to go over a few things that we find on a weekly, monthly basis when we're judging. One of the things is, overall, is the angler's responsibility. So it's your responsibility to make sure you're, Scott. Oh.
I got it.
It's your responsibility to make sure that the fish is on the board, your identifier is on the board, and that we can see the numbers on the catch board. So don't cover them up.
Everybody get that? Like, if the fish is coming to, like, say here, and you cover it up, fix the card, sorry, King. Don't do this, okay?
Bryce? Yeah, we need to make sure that we can see the numbers. We're not going to sit there and try to guesstimate. We're not going to count, you know, the markings on the board. If we can't see that number after the tail, it's going to be denied. Okay? Just like if it's a 0, it's going to be denied. Check in. Identify So we're gonna illustrate the proper way to wear an PFD.
Jay, can you show us the proper way to wear a PFD? I know this seems petty, but there's weekly, daily, monthly DQs, zipped. It's so easy, a California teenager can do it. You see what I'm saying? Hey, speaking of the truck that got backed into the water, is that angler here? Get on up here real quick. So I know that this is not going to be any consolation, okay? But here's what we're going to do for you. In the back of your truck, there should be a Yeti cooler. So we're going to let you pick a Yeti cooler from up here. And not that you're going to wear your PFD when you're backing on the boat ramp, but we're going to let you pick any of these NRS PFDs up here to take home with you. Maybe it'll I'm not going to put you on the spot and make you tell everybody what happened or any of that kind of stuff, but if you need any help or any of that, just let us know, man. That's about as best case scenario as you can possibly have. Are you still fishing?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. When we're done, just come up here, pick the cooler, and pick PFD. Speaking of PFDs, we wrote in the bonus books rules that is the NRS should know. It's actually any NRS PFD. So just for a point of clarification, we're not changing the graphics and the website and all that kind of stuff at this point, but if you're even making a last minute purchase while you're here, any of the NRS PFDs are eligible for the NRS bonus book. Somebody asked that question, I did want to clarify. So we're going to be giving all this stuff behind us away on Saturday, so if you don't make the cut and you're not fishing well and you still want to take home something, be sure to come here. Anybody over here last year, we did a pretty good giveaway of a whole bunch of stuff, so you're not going to want to miss that. Yeah, I'm going to turn it back over to Richard, let him finish everything up. Oh, we're good? So we're rolling into, okay. Bill, get up here. While Bill's walking over here with them little legs, he's going to take a minute. I'm going to tell you, I was combat search and rescue in the Navy, and I got to spend a lot of time getting people to hospitals. And Bill put together a visit for some of the anglers that fish the KBF Tour to go to the Shriner Hospital here. You know, and to be honest, they had a lot of stuff going on. I was like, God, man. You know, but once we got there, I realized I had actually medevaced from when I was stationed in Corpus Christi. We went to a hospital, and the hospital for Shriners didn't have the capability that the Shreveport hospital had, so we basically kept on flying in a helicopter for a long time and got a kid over here. They saved that kid's life. No kid ever pays a bill at Shriners, ever. What the Masons do and what the Shriners do to fundraise to make sure that these kids in need are taken care of is unbelievable. The light in that place when you go in there and you see how happy these kids are and you see how happy the volunteers are to be there. If you've got a servant heart, then you need to volunteer at a Shriner hospital if there's one near you. If you don't have a servant heart and you've got some spare change, you need to donate. Bill's doing a fundraiser while he's here. This is the home of the original Shriners Hospital, the first one, and it's the one that leads the charge in getting the best technology, the best capabilities. Bill, brother, I thank you for setting that thing up. I think it touched everybody that went there. I'm going to turn the mic over to Bill and let him tell you about what we got going on.
I don't know how I can really follow that, but the first thing I will say is everyone here, welcome to Louisiana. I will say this, I invited Chad, the Tony Tag team, and the NRS team. We all came to the Shriners Hospital yesterday. They got to visit with some kids. They got a tour of the facility. We had a lot of kids yesterday that were from out of the country, actually, from South America. We had some kids from Panama, El Salvador, and Colombia. Ron Champion got to visit with a lot of the kids there, and they just hit it off. They started. My father is here. He's working the booth right over here on the left side where you see the banner. My dad's Mexico City speaks Spanish, so he was pretty busy all day with Ron and the other guys kind of translating for everybody. But the kids lit up. They wanted pictures with everybody. It was really a great time. Like Chad said, this hospital is zero charge for the families. Everything they do is for free. And we talked to one of the fathers yesterday that was actually talking to Ron, and he said that yesterday was the first day that his son took a step on his own in 12 years. We're doing a fundraiser. We've got some amazing sponsors. I'm not even going to try to list them. But everybody's here that sponsored. But we do have like 9 gift packs or prize packs over there. I'm fixing to get a rise out of everybody. But we have 3 cases of Tito's vodka that we're raffling off. Woo! Exactly. The tickets are $5 each or 5 for $20. If we can sell all those tickets, I'm hoping that we can cut a check. And I think somebody from the hospital is going to be here Saturday. When we do the drawing before the awards on Saturday, you have to be present to win. So I'm pretty sure you're all going to be here. But I'm hoping to write a check for at least, crossing my fingers, for at least $7,000 for this hospital. If you're ever in an area where you have a hospital, Shriners Hospital, we have 23 hospitals which are all orthopedic spinal injuries, cleft lip and palate. If you know of a child that's from the age 0 to 18, all you have to do is call the hospital. You can get them put in the hospital. Then we also have 3 or 4 burn centers. I don't know if y'all remember this, several years ago they had a big volcano eruption. I think it was in Honduras or something like that. The Shriners actually correlated something with the United States Air Force. They flew to Honduras, picked up a bunch of kids, flew to the burn center in Galveston. All the kids were completely taken care of. Their families were taken care of. They have facilities in these hospitals. They take care of the families. They put them up for a place to stay. They take care of the kids. Absolutely zero cost to the families. So we've got tickets to sell. Like I said, $5 a piece or 5 tickets for $20. I would love to sell out of these things and have the administrator of the hospital or someone from the hospital show up here. We can write them a big check and tell them how much we love them, love the kids. We do a lot for these kids. They do a lot for these kids. It's an amazing thing. If you have a hospital near you, just walk in and say, hey, can I get a tour? And they will be more than happy to give you tours. But I appreciate all y'all. Good luck. Please, y'all, be careful, be safe, and have a great time. And like I said, welcome to Louisiana.
Alright, so if you guys are going to be eligible for the Red River Roundup Big Bass Bounty, be sure to head over to Bill's booth. He printed up the decal that you're going to have on your identifier to qualify for that. So go see him in his booth out here just outside the entrance. Alright, so we're going to keep this thing moving, but we've got a lot of stuff we need to cover. But what I want you guys to do right now is take your phone out. Everybody take your phone out. Open up whatever browser you use to go to the internet. Type in www.youtube.com. And then I want you to search the word Flute Master. And if you don't have a check mark next to subscribe, I want you to hit that subscribe right now and turn on your notifications. Because that big-headed, goofy sucker over there, who's one of my best friends on the planet, is about to hit 300,000 subscribers. He's about 25 away. And I want to be here when it happens. Because look, I can't even get 100,000 subscribers. I've been on TV for 10 years. The fact that he got 300,000 wearing a Georgia hat, that's impressive. Can you get your big butt over here? All right, y'all subscribe to it right now. I want to see this thing hit 300,000 right here at this event. Boom. Congrats, buddy. You earned it. But I'm going to let him talk tomorrow, otherwise y'all won't go fishing. All right, so here we go.
You guys know I'm kind of short on words compared to the fat guy behind me. I started YouTube to teach kids how to fish. I'm still doing YouTube to teach kids how to fish. It had changed me a bit. I don't know, never thought I'd be famous. I still hate that word. But you see what you get, and that's me. If you guys, the biggest thing I say is for you guys is thanks for watching. I've been shooting on GoPro, still shooting on GoPros, or anything else I can get my hands on. I do this for a living now, just to keep my wife happy. And yeah, thanks a lot for everything. That was awesome how fast that happened. Yeah.
All right, one more round of applause real quick. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna keep this moving. There's some people that gotta be things. So Duke, where you're at, Duke, catch go. Start making your way up here right now. Duke. Come on, Duke, get up here. I know he's back there in the booth somewhere. While he's walking, I'm just gonna tell you, this trophy that you guys see up here it's the most awesome tournament trophy in the world. It's bigger than any trophy I've ever seen. It's bigger by design than the Stanley Cup. It's bigger than any trophy. It's ridiculous. And so what that trophy is it's the national championship trophy. It's the Angler of the Year trophy. It's the 100 Challenge Championship trophy, and it's the 10 Champion trophy. So when you come up here and look at it, this is the end of the bump boards right here, with the Angler of the Year's names on it, or the national champions, with the 100 Challenge champions, the 10 champions, and the Anglers of the Year. We're going to continue to fill this in. And then when we need more, we're going to add another layer and take it up and make it even bigger until this thing is, 12 foot tall, and we have to hire a 53-foot truck to move it. But it came in parts. And this guy crushed it. Not only did he do that, but he made an amazing base for the trophy. So we're not trying to get a 3-pound plate to stand up at a gear track anymore. And it's got the coin on it. It's amazing. That thing is ridiculous. Look, this guy right here jumped into the game and said, I want to fix some problems. What is one of the biggest problems? I'm like, haul troughs break non-stop. I've owned, and I don't even fish KBF tournaments, and I've probably owned 75 haul troughs in my life. And if you buy one of those catch go boards, unless you drop it over the side of the boat, it's the fastest sinking measuring board in fishing. Guaranteed to hit the bottom. It will not suspend, it will not float. But you can't tether it to the boat. But listen, 9 months ago, about 3 months after the national championship, when we handed the plate off and it was kind of underwhelming, I said, hey, dude, do you think you could build us a trophy? He kind of giggled with like a, And then I didn't see this trophy. I didn't see a picture, even though I said, hey man, can you send me a picture of the trophy? Until he drove up in the parking lot yesterday and got a dolly out of the trailer to unload it onto so that we could bring it in. We are going to have a challenge tomorrow night. If you can lift that trophy over your head, I'm going to give you a $100 Fish USA gift card to the first person who can do it. I'm talking about like Hot Defoe style from the classic. If you can do it, you're a better man than me because I couldn't do it with him helping me. But listen, show this guy some support because he stepped up. He's made coins for us. He's going to be making more trophies. And the guy never stops working. A true entrepreneur. He basically said, I didn't know if I was going to get it done, so I just said I would, so I gave myself no choice but to get it done. And that's that entrepreneurial spirit. Listen, man, I'm going to give you the mic, just let you say what you want to say to these guys. Whatever you want to say, just go.
Yeah, Chad is a super reliable guy. He's very predictable in calling me up in front of a large group of people when I don't know what to say and I have nothing prepared. I just want to say that this community is an absolute pleasure to be a part of, and this man right here, you have no idea what he does for you. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this. So when we approved the board, hey, can I tell the story at the beginning? When we approved the board, we wanted to have a way to put KBF branding on it. Kind of a sticky situation. He owns the KBF branding. I'm a manufacturer, and so I said, why don't we do a licensing deal? You know, I'll give you something to use the logo. And I asked him about it again this year, and he said, you know what? I don't want to do that. Can you just give
KBF member. For everything you hear about Chad Hoover, he is one of the best guys I've ever met in my life. And I just wanted to be about this guy right here. I made a trophy. He does a lot for his community. And why don't you take your hats off for him and give this man a round.
Thank you, first of all. While you got the mic, why don't you call the team, your team up here?
Come on, boys. Jamie Broad, Dwayne Beatty, Dusty, I don't even know his real last name, we just call him Dusty Yacker. Average Dave Brook, and Kurt Spence.
All right, man, thank you, brother. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Marty Hughes, Jack, get your team up here.
Oh, shit, we got a challenge? Oh,
Nines, team nines, y'all get up here.
I'll take a challenge. For $1? $1? I'll do $20, $100, let's go.
Yak Attack, team Yak Attack, y'all get on up here. Wilderness Systems, where y'all at? Get up here. Team DZ. Woo! Dakota Lithium. Team NRS.
Hey, scoot your butt.
Team Jackson Kayak. Team Bonafide.
They're all carrying catchboards, though. Oh, sure. I see how they come first.
Team Nukanoo.
Hey, we should get up on stage by our trophy.
And Team Fish USA.
We built it. Hey, that's my trophy over there, bro. Where? Hey, if you can pick it up.
All right, so while this guy's settling, I'm going to take a second to talk about this thing because I know there was a lot of confusion behind it.
Dude, that thing's
I've probably gotten in my career, if you want to call it that, I call it my life, but I've gotten tens of thousands of emails about getting sponsorships. Tens of thousands. I've shot 17 videos for YouTube talking about ways to get sponsored. We've done everything that we can to connect anglers with companies and companies with anglers. So one day, I didn't get to bed till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was watching some CrossFit games or one of those Spartan things or something, and they had a team concept, and every one of those teams was representing a brand, and they were all thanking that brand, and the light bulb went off. I said, we've got the platform, we've got the media distribution, we've got the ability to make the connections, and we constantly get reached out to by companies that aren't ready to step up to the bigger level, or companies that, want to support individual anglers and not necessarily know who those individual anglers are. There's a few things in this sport that I'm proud of, right? There's things that we've done, and then there's things that my team has done that I'm proud of. The thing that gives me the most satisfaction is being able to connect people with opportunities. Straight up, the thing that gives me the most satisfaction. So the reason that I don't answer texts about rules anymore and I tell you to go to somebody else, or I don't get on the internet as much, is because I'm going to spend that time on the phone making deals for y'all. I'm going to spend that time on the phone making connections for you guys. So this year we took in the money so that we could fund it and so we guaranteed a payout, right? And then that way these anglers had something to fish for. Next year we're not doing that. And just so you know, this is what my pastor calls irrational generosity. Next year we're giving the money to the anglers, and we're going to help everybody that possibly can get on the team. So that we take the money from the companies that you're supporting, that you're waving the flag for, that you're spending your money on, and you're making it to this event. And you're getting national television coverage, you're getting social media, because believe it or not, everybody out here, somebody's following you, somebody's seeing your name, you're making impressions. So we're going to connect the companies with the anglers and the anglers with the companies so you can start getting your expenses covered. So that you can do what you're already doing out of your own pocket, but we make it easier for you to do it. So next year the Team Challenge Cup won't be a payout. Okay? It'll be an ability to connect companies with anglers so that that manufacturer gets the rights and gets the ability to win. When you see what we do with any team after this, every company in the game will understand the marketing value and buying a $4,000 or $5,000 lottery ticket. Hello? Yeah, to get that level of media exposure is going to be a no-brainer for a lot of companies. We're going to help you make that conversation happen. Does that make sense? And these were the guys that everybody was willing to step up, or the guys that went out there and made the connections, the guys that went out there and scratched and hit to get that connection with the company. A lot of these were existing sponsors that stepped up and said, heck yeah, we believe in that concept. And so, first and foremost, I want a unified round of applause for all of the companies that supported these guys up here. And I've seen posts that say this, and it really kind of almost makes my blood boil, but I actually don't get into that stuff anymore. But there's posts like, I'm not good enough yet for anybody to do that for me. That guy's lucky, or that guy's lucky, or that guy's lucky. I'm going to just turn around and point to everybody up here. There ain't anybody up here lucky. Everybody up here has been grinding, digging, posting, shooting video, creating content, finishing in tournaments, going down the road, and they earned the ability to represent a company. They earned the right for a company to pay the entry into that thing for that chance to win that $10,000 payout. And then what you do is you take that relationship from here and you make it a full season commitment from a company. Then you get a secondary sponsor and you layer it, because there's not a company out there that's going to foot the bill for you to go fishing the whole year, but you can make those connections. And we're going to start holding clinics for members on how to do that. We're going to be that conduit, because we at KBF aren't anything without y'all. So if we don't help you figure out how to fund what you're doing, how to at least offset it, because a dollar saved is a dollar made, then we're not doing our job. That's my new job. That's what I'm focusing on. And the Team Challenge Cup is the first step, in my opinion, in the right direction to making those commitments. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to challenge everybody up here. Y'all represent the companies that are standing behind you like you've never represented anything, because you guys are doing what you're doing in this event for those guys out there. So next year, I don't have room to call everybody up, because everybody in here is representing somebody. Everybody's got their travel expenses covered. Everybody's got their lodging covered. Everybody's putting a little bit of money in their pocket or getting product because of who they are and what they represent. This is what I'm getting passionate about now. I'm getting passionate about helping y'all, because really that's what my focus should have been all the time. And now that I got that team over there wearing the same shirt as me, I've got the time to focus on that. And now that you guys are covering the negative stuff that I got drug into or slapping me upside the head when I'm focused on the wrong things, this is the right thing, because this is you. This is them. So again, I'm challenging every one of y'all up here. Do the best you can to represent these guys. Don't collude. This is not a team competition where you're coming together to try to win the event, all that stuff. This is where each one of you individually are representing one cumulative catch for the best aggregate score of that team over 2 days for 10 fish. And I'm going to use this. My commitment to you is I'm going to use this to set the table for taking care of everybody that I possibly can in this sport. Because you take care of me, my job is to take care of you. You take care of these companies, I'm going to make them take care of you. So that's the way that this thing is going to work moving forward. We partnered with FLW about 3 weeks ago. I know this is kind of the white elephant in the room for some people. This will never turn into FLW. I love FLW and what they stand for. I love going to their events, but KBF will maintain its own identity. KBF will do joint events to attract anglers to get into kayak fishing. KBF will do events to align ourselves with their high school program, their college program, to get more youth involved in the sport of fishing. And KBF will do what we're doing with FLW to give the cream of the crop that have already risen to the top the opportunity to compete at a higher level. And more importantly, get them out of the tournaments that a lot of people are competing in, where they don't feel like they have a chance because they see these names, on the leaderboard as soon as they start signing up. So we're going to establish that ultimate tier, that professional kayak fishing series. That's happening next year. Okay? This year on Nick and Jack, we're going to have the first event. And we're going to have an angler, a kayak angler, win the FLW KBF Cup and walk across the stage in Hot Springs, Arkansas, live to about 3 million people, waving the KBF flag, waving their flag, putting their name on there, and we're going to say, we're shopping that as part of the way that we get this funding to give back to you guys. What we do with the 10 this year is going to blow your mind. Actually, what Christy's come up with the 10 is going to blow your mind. What we're doing with opportunities, in my opinion, is what separates KBF from anything else that's going on. But the fact of the matter is, this is one community, one sport. I don't like the comparison stuff. I don't like the divisive stuff. So if you're interested in that, I'm not interested in it. So don't tag me in it. Don't drag me in it. Don't drag anybody in KBF in it. And don't bring it in our house. There are places you can do that on your page or wherever. But our house is going to stay a clean house. And it's going to be inviting to new anglers. And it's going to be fun. And if your version of fun is throwing the grenade in the room and sitting back and watching the fragments, this ain't the place. Okay? So, without further ado, this is the anglers that are in the Challenge Cup, Team Challenge Cup Championship. Standing right behind Guillermo right there is the cup. That's the cup itself. Guillermo, can you grab that cup and hold it up? Don't let that top piece fall. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Yes, and that's the cup. So we have the decals for each manufacturer. The manufacturer that wins that cup will take that cup home. They will take, it's not broken, that's how it works. They will take that plate home. And then the individual anglers will join me for an episode of the show. We will promote them all year long. We're going to promote everybody up here that they go to a team for the companies that stepped up to the point that we want every manufacturer in this game. Hey, Chad, and I get this phone call, and I cut it off about 2 weeks ago because we didn't have time. Hey, listen, we're really interested in this challenge thing. Can you connect me with 5 anglers?
Covering me right there.
And so I've been gathering spreadsheets from captains and groups and partners so that I can align with the products you already use. That's what we're working on. If you don't understand what we're doing, you will after this week, because that's what the purpose of this team challenge is. Anyway, give these guys a big round of applause.
I didn't know that there was a bell. What was the?
All right, guys, so we're going to end this thing the way we should end it. I'm going to turn this over to Matt Ball. Matt's going to send us out of here with a prayer. Praying for our safety, praying for us to have a good time. And when we're done, don't leave. Go walk around that expo a little bit and show these vendors some love. All right, go. Matt, where you at?
Hats! Brand has two announcements before the prayer.
All right, let's take our hats off. Dear Heavenly Father, I just come to you today and I thank you and I praise you for your creation, Lord. I thank you for the awesome creation that you have given us to enjoy. I just ask, Lord, that we would never take that for granted while we're out on the water. We need to always remember all the wonderful things that you've given us out there, that none of this would be possible without you. Lord, I ask for your safety on the water, your safety going to and from the check-in to the boat ramp. I just ask, Lord, that we look out for each other and just really be each other's brothers and sisters keepers. All these things I ask in your great and holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, so I need to get the KBF staff up here real quick before you guys take off.
Oh, can we leave?
Staff, get up here. Yeah, y'all can go sit down. Thank you.
I don't like being up here.
All right, guys, so while y'all are milling about, let me introduce our team. Richard, where you at? Get over here. Joe, where you at? Oh, there you are down there, sorry. Richard Penny, the Director of Tournament Operations, and the whole reason we're able to pull these things off as smoothly as we are. Joe, get in here. The guy that makes us look good, the guy that mentors all of us to make sure we stay in line, and the guy that really does anything that anybody ever asks him to do. So stop asking him so we can focus on working on the company, unless you really need him. So this guy, we'll go a little bit more in depth once you guys, on another night. Amanda, get over here. So, This is the reason our judging goes as smoothly as it is. Amanda's our director of judging and standards, and the whole reason we're able to do what we do. And listen, this is the hardest job in the sport. Nobody wants to DQ a fish, and nobody wants to give you a penalty. She would love to open every photo and it'd be perfect and just move on. Trust me when I tell you that. So don't give her a hard time when you make a mistake. Josh, get over here. What's that? All right, this guy right here is the reason that we can keep everything sorted. Before him, it took us an hour and a half, 2 hours to get our stuff together. Now he's already got it. Before I send him the text asking him if it's done, it's done. He's tracking our Angler of the Year standings. He's tracking, what all do you track? Because I can't even keep up.
Angler of the Year standings, money payouts, standings from every tournament, bonus bucks, pretty much everything's all in the tournament.
And this year, regional Angler of the Year, pretty much everything I think of, he's the one that has to do more to make sure it all happens. My beautiful wife, Christy, over there, literally is the whole reason that this expo is as smooth as it is. Lynette was her right-hand woman. Is that a thing, right-hand woman? You guys do me a favor, post on social media, telling Lynette to get well. Her plane got canceled. She jumped in a truck and drove here 10 hours and got here and got the flu. So she's back at the hotel and can barely get out of bed. But she's here in spirit. She was out here running around like a chicken with her head cut off yesterday. And y'all do me a favor and go post her some type of encouragement, get well, feel better, all that good stuff. And James, the whole reason that the West Coast is blowing up like it's the coast with the most right now. Anna, listen, she's the one that keeps the judges' green light smooth and the temper right and the mood right. Because look at her right now. I've never seen her not smile. She'd be smiling at a funeral if it was her, closest friend on the planet. That's just who she is. And then these guys on the end, get down here. This is some new members. I don't got your names off the top of my head. So Mel, I know Mel Isaacs because I found her credit card earlier and I was joking around with her. And I walked up to her and acted like I didn't know who it was, but I was like, hey, I got a credit card. And she turned deep red. So anyway, so these guys are volunteered to help out. And James, these guys right here are selflessly helping us make this thing what it is for y'all. So give these guys all a big round of applause. Alright, I'm going to turn it over to Rachel. She's got one more thing, so I got to turn off this live feed real quick, and then they'll kick y'all out of here. Lifetime members, come pick up your dinner cards on the stage. Everybody else you already know.